What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Sting. And we're returning to the best of compilation, or Fields of Gold. Thank you again to Michaela for this CD, as well as to Stefan, who's provided the Dream of the Blue Turtles album. But yes, the next tune on this Greatest Hits compilation is Mad About You. Now, I've reacted to a Belinda Carlisle tune of the same name. I can't imagine it's the same track. I guess it could be, because Belinda's was in the early 80s, and if Sting's solo material is from after the dissolution of the Police, then this one would have come afterward. Nevertheless, I doubt it's a cover. I probably will say the same thing I said in the Belinda intro, though I don't remember specifically. But yeah, to be mad about someone is to be obsessed. Now, that can be healthier or more dangerous or unhealthy. It can be more positive or negative. But typically when it is said about someone, it relates to very strong feelings of affection, of devotion, of not wanting to be away from them, always wanting to be near them or with them. So yeah, I'm going to read it in the more straightaway or positive interpretation as a hypothesis, as a speculation, but of course it may be more complicated in practice. Let's give it a listen and see what I can catch as Luca decides where she wants to lie down. Are you going to lie down over there? That's her answer. Let's hear it. This is Sting. The song is Mad About You, and it's included on the Fields of Gold Greatest Hits compilation.
From Jerusalem, I walked a lonely mile in the moonlight, and though a million stars were shining, my heart was lost on a distant planet that whirls around the April moon, whirling in an arc of sadness. I'm lost without you, I'm lost without you. All my kingdoms turn to sand and fall into the sea. I'm mad about you, about you. From the dark, secluded valleys, I heard the ancient songs of sadness. For every step I thought of you, every footstep only you, every star a grain of sand. The leavings are dried up ocean. Tell me how much longer, how much longer? To see a city in the desert lies, the vanity of an ancient king. The city lies in broken pieces, where the wind howls and the vultures sing. These are the works of man. This is the sum of our ambition. We'll make a prison of my life if you became another's wife. With every prison blown to dust, my enemies walk free. I'm mad about you, I'm mad about you. Never in my life felt more alone than I do now. For I claim dominions over all I see. It means nothing to me. There are no victories in our histories without love. Slow, slow from Jerusalem, I walked a lonely mile in the moonlight. 4 million stars were shining. My heart was lost on a distant planet. The world's around the April moon, whirling in an arc of sadness. I'm lost without you, I'm lost without you. the sand and fall into the sea. I'm mad about you. I'm mad about you.
Wow, what a dramatic ending. That's incredible. I love that tune, though lyrically, I'm trying to catch up to it. More on that in a moment. But I love the deeply dramatic feeling of the tune. There's a bit of an Eastern touch, including there was like a melodic flourish in one of those transitional moments. And then even, was it a clarinet? I was trying to figure out what that one instrument was that was soloing a bit in the back half. And at first it was like, oh, is that like a brass instrument? Then I was like, no, maybe it's a clarinet. Maybe it's like an Eastern instrument that is a woodwind of some type. I'm not sure, but I really do enjoy that. Then there's the acoustic guitar that's playing along. Then there's those strings, which kind of had this like, double stroke rhythmic quality to the overall sonic atmosphere. So yeah, some different types of instruments: string, woodwind, well, stringed as in bowed, but also stringed as in, a guitar. So it's a very dynamic composition. And again, the atmosphere was a bit moody and deeply dramatic, almost like cinematic. And then Sting's voice, very nice. It had a bit of mystery to it as well. And then the lines, like, if the prisons are reduced to dust, my enemies will walk free, and, all his kingdom has turned to sand, and he's deeply mad about this other person, making reference to, like, I think it was something like, if you were another man's wife, something like that. So, I don't know, my best guess is that he's fallen for a woman who he can't have, and thus it's driving him mad in a more lunatic sense, because it's like she's there but he can't have her. So like all the things he does have, all of his kingdom, if we're taking that on a more figurative level, is immaterial. It's become sand because it's not worth anything, because the one thing he wants he can't have. There's a reference that I think it was like the verse starting line both times, like a stone's throw from Jerusalem. And I wonder, okay, so Jerusalem, it's famously a holy city for different religions, and because of that, a very contended and contentious geographical place, and religio-cultural place. But I felt like that was maybe more like a metaphor type of reference, and not necessarily that he is in the Holy Lands, as they are often called. I suppose it could be both. It could be he's in that geographical area, but it still is about this other person. Maybe the whole thing could be, personification. It could be about religious beliefs, and, mad about you could be less about, a woman in flesh and blood in person. But yeah, I'm inclined to think it is about another person, a woman. And again, my best guess is that he's mad about her, both in terms of how much he's focused on her and wants her, but also maybe because it's driving him mad because he can't have her. So yeah, that's my best guess. Let me know how close or likely far away I am. But yeah, I really like that one. A moody kind of tune with a real sense of drama and, a visual backdrop, reference to the stars and the moon. So I was, seeing the night sky, but also, Sting walking around and, sort of brooding and not getting what he wants. So yeah, a very cool tune, and one that, as I said, had a lot of atmosphere, and not a cover of the Belinda Carlisle tune. So let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.